You are called Cassie, pero ano gidangalan mo?
My name is Cassandra Remedios Ibrado Lorenzo po.
Wow, that's a mouthful. Cassandra Remedios
Yes.
Ibrado. Cassie, you are now grade
Grade 11 po.
Grade
12
11.
this academic year.
So grade 12 ka na next year.
Yes.
And soon college ka na. What do you plan to take up?
I'm leaning towards more on chemical engineering or biochemistry po.
Wow. Science kid, ha?
Yes.
That's actually very precise ng mga subjects. Galantaw ka Breaking Bad, wala?
No.
No. Kung mag-chemical engineering galantaw, galing kay Kwan siya eh. Teacher sa chemistry nga nagluto meth. Oh. Anyway, very, very interesting film. No, anyway, Cassie, thank you for being with us. Tell us your experience about that International Youth Fellowship. Nano to?
Oh, well, our house coordinator in the Ruan House Committee in Liceo De La Salle encouraged us to join the Youth Empowerment Summit, courtesy of the International Youth Fellowship. We got to listen to a lot of talks from successful leaders that aim to inspire us to become efficient leaders ourselves. It was from students ranging to adults, the participants, which were very interesting to have to work with them during activities in the event themselves.
You are a student leader
Yes.
sa Liceo.
I aim to be a student leader.
Are you currently holding any position?
I am the secretary in the Argumentum Liceo Debate Society and the education chairperson in the Liceo Math Club.
I've been told that you are into debate and argumentation, or what was that?
Yes, I've been into debate since I was young. Unfortunately, my previous schools didn't offer those types of learning in that way. But in Liceo, I decided to join the debate club, and currently we're being trained in order for us to also pass on the knowledge for the incoming grade 11 students.
And how do you practice your debating skills? At home?
Well, at home, I can't really debate much with my mother.
Oh, there you go.
Mom's
Do you
always
win?
right. Oh, no.
No, of course no.
Yeah, of course not.
All right. No, kasi it's very interesting what you did, especially during the break. So you attended an international youth fellowship, but most kids nowadays are, well, they are having problems with their mental health because they don't know what to do. Are you facing that similar kind of a problem? They say may problems sa mental health ang kalabanan ng kabataan because of the pandemic. May experience ka man nga mo na?
Well, I am fortunate enough to have my necessities in line, thanks to my family, of course. I have all my needs and my wants, of course, if I'm being good man. And yeah, I don't really experience mental health issues as much because in our household, they're addressed man immediately. So nothing really grows into a bigger thing man.
How old are you, by the way?
I'm 17.
17. But you know the difference already between needs and wants.
Yes.
And as you have said, your needs are being taken care of by your family, of course, your mom, and who else? Your lola?
My lola, my sister.
Your lola.
Yes.
That is a very interesting point because you know your needs and wants. How does it affect your mental health if your needs are being fulfilled? Your wants, sometimes you cannot fulfill them all because they are wants actually, di ba? But your needs, how does it affect your mental health?
I never really tend to ask for much because I know that what I need for the day is fulfilled naman, and it just makes me push through into working harder with things because unlike most people, especially during times like this, during a pandemic, I am very lucky to eat 3 times a day, sleep enough, have a comfy bed, and and have my gadgets, devices to connect me for extracurricular stuff as well in school.
I'm supposed to ask you about the International Youth Fellowship, but I've decided not to na lang. Let's talk about your thoughts. No? Does that help you if you don't tend to ask for much?
Yes, it really helps me because it gets me to thinking how much I really want to give to my family. Not because I feel like I need to give something back, but because I want to in showing my appreciation of them taking care of me.
What are the common wants of a person like you, 17 years old?
A common wants.
Common wants.
Well, usually it would be food or stuff like my hobbies. I would be looking more into books or just simple stuff like other kids that would want as well, like phones or other gadgets and stuff like that. Not really. I understand how they're really wants and not needs, so I don't really think much of them as well.
Mm-hmm. I can imagine your mom smiling right now.
I think I see her from the corner of my eye.
All right. Cassie, what did you learn from that youth fellowship? You listened to leaders. Name some of them.
Well, our founder, Pastor Oxu Park and Reverend Abram Nam, they both gave speeches during the sessions, and they really showed their own perspective in how they became successful leaders. My main takeaway of that was specifically when our founder emphasized how he really wasn't fortunate growing up, and he never really imagined himself to have found such a big organization as of now, and that it really changed my perspective of how people like me, who I thought I was already labeled to be just some student who just follows around or just finished her studies, I've learned to aim higher and really just not let anything stop me, because anything is just possible with enough perseverance and drive.
When I was your age, I actually thought that the young should take over what is existing, the old. That's why I want to take down structures, whatever is there. I want to take it down. I want to replace it with something new. What is your mindset? Okay. So, I've been going over your feed, your news feed, I mean your timeline sa Facebook. Not that I'm stalking you, but I was trying to learn something about you for the interview. And I've noticed you do not rant.
Yeah.
I don't know if you rant rarely or you don't at all.
I have my personal opinions, but I do not post them on my social media. It's not because I'm mostly neutral or because I don't have a stand on things. It's because I'm still learning. I've recently just got into how debating is, and it gets me to read a lot more on current issues. And so I trust my judgment, but I know that it could use some more information, and I wouldn't want to post something that I'd end up not standing strong with.
Many people your age are very opinionated.
Yes.
And somehow they tend to think of themselves as experts on a lot of things, from the environment to, even to parenting. Although, of course, I know that parenting is the most difficult thing to do. I don't even have an opinion about it. But you tend to keep it in reserve, your thoughts. Mm-hmm. All right, but let me ask you, what do you think about the environment, for example? That's one of the favorite topics subong sa mga kabataan your age. What do you think about it?
Well, as of now, for the topic of environment, well, of course, there's issues like climate change and people looking for ways on how to solve it. There are even people who aim to study about genetically modifying people just so that they can cope with climate change instead of just fixing the environment itself.
I don't even know that.
Yeah, apparently there are some who think like that. But yeah, I feel like the environment is really taking its time right now to just slowly heal. Well, kind of thanks to the pandemic, but not really. But I really still have a lot to read more on that. But My opinion about the environment is just that I wish that people would just take better care or think more before littering and just throwing stuff around, because that's just really not doing anything. And
And it seems you're doing good right now, coping with the pandemic. Even at home, you try to learn something new, like attending that fellowship.
Yes.
And how do you actually cope with the pandemic as part of a close-knit family? I understand you are two daughters, so your sibling is also wala ka mo utod ng lalaki.
no,
Okay. So how are you coping with the pandemic?
well, as I mentioned before, I'm very fortunate. I have devices that I can use to contact my friends, and so I don't really feel the need to go out and meet with them, which is a much safer option to just communicate with them online. And of course, we have our family time, specifically during dinner, and we also get to bond. It really helps that we have a dog, because all of us just really love cuddling and just playing with her. And it's so far for the pandemic right now, it's been a smooth ride, just a few mishaps here and there, but nothing really that caused such a big commotion in the household.
Cassandra, thank you so much.
Thank you.